Hi there, Droogies. So this box, the usual box, I guess, the inbox of comics is like full from the past or the first like week and a half ish of November. Mostly old stuff, cool stuff. New releases I'll get caught up on a little bit better in a video for the end of November. I know a lot of you guys aren't really here for new releases though, just as long as it's quality stuff, right? So as usual, what we are gonna do on this channel is just talk about what we got and once in a while stop to look inside. If there's a long section for a book or a comic, then I'll put chapter breaks in. Okay, let's start. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, just before we get started, let me, because I forgot, some of you guys are like into like making art and stuff, or making like kind of comic booky type art, right? Um, Lately, what's that shit called? You know, like Ross, Marshalls, Winners, that shit's all connected, right? And they lately been getting Bristol board. There's like an A4 size, and they have the 11 by 17, so it's kind of like their shit changes there every week, so it's kind of worth it to like if you're in the area, just like look by the art supplies there, because they always have it's like cheaper than anywhere else you can get calligraphy pens and decent like brushes and shit like that there, and like nib pens and stuff like that. Anyway, this ain't no paid advert or anything, but just for those of you guys that are looking, because like this is cheaper than anywhere on Amazon or for sale either for anything comparable, so it's kind of like the best value I've seen. Okay, anyways, let's get to comics and stuff. Yeah, that that beginning section is gonna make my engagement look like crap. It'll look like an advert at first. I don't know, you know, like everybody's views have just crashed, like less than half of what they used to be, or like a third. So I'm probably gonna end up being very annoying and just like a self-destructive kind of attitude. But anyway, let's start with some legendary stuff here. The local legend and like one of a lot of people, like myself included, favorite comic showcase channels on the net, Comic Crack. I'm lucky that he's local, because he was selling some doubles and good prices. A lot of the time underground stuff is like $10 or more. These were like average like $4 ish and stuff like that. Anytime an underground is like under $5, which is like never, then I jump on it. That like never happens. But he was selling some doubles. These are in nice shape too, so it's cool that he like kind of vouches for him. And then, you know, buying locally, you don't have to worry about the shipping. So kind of like those, like a rare deal. And on his recommendation, you know, great channel, man. Great channel. I'm probably everybody that follows this channel is like following him too, but if not, definitely go there. Well, let's go. You'll see. Let's show some of these. Look at this guy's face. I'm not familiar with this creator, but Brain Fantasy. This is all underground stuff I got off Comic Crack. Brain Fantasy #2. Some nice painted cover there. Girl Fight Comics, and like I said, man, okay, this is how you spell Comic Crack's name. 2 K's on either side. Okay. But like I said, like I'm just gonna be annoying because I'm in a self-destructive mood. Girl Fight Comics, like this is made by a bunch of sluts, probably a bunch of skanks who should be in the kitchen scrubbing potatoes and stuff. Sorry guys, I'm so angry with the algorithm that I'm just gonna be fucking annoying. This is it Trina Robbins? Yeah. She's actually quite good for a skirt. And Montezuma's Revenge. Hey Sunshine, did you pack my boots? Sunshine, goddamn cunt, off in her own fucking dream world again. You take a chick to the jungle, mutter. There's something. Okay, can't show that because boobs. Another thing about Comic Crack is great taste in smut. Maybe his collection of smut would even outdo mine. I can't. You know what? Let's not fucking say anything that crazy. I don't know if I could ever. My ego would never be able to take it. But a tasteful individual, man. Kingdom of Evil #1. This must be like S. Clay Wilson, right? I definitely have to jump on S. Clay Wilson book. This must be a wraparound cover. Let's check it out. Let's see here. Is it, in fact? Yes, it is. Hell yeah, dude. Always just madness. Mania and madness. I really do like this artist. I guess you'd be part of like that old was it art alternatives originally and then like juxtaposed later? That go like crew? So like, am I getting mixed up? Like Robert Williams, Long Gone John, and stuff like that. You know what? I need to stop, not talk nonsense, or I'll be filibustering. Mystic Funny is number 3. This is some Crumb. I can't remember if I still have a copy of this myself, but if not, it'll be, this is valuable. Maybe I'll resell it or something. I would hope Comic Crack would do sell like a table or half table or something sometime, but in lieu of that, I'll jump on these opportunities to get some cool undergrounds off them for sure. Women's Comics, number 5. Women's Comics International. With this, okay, Becky Wilson, it says. Get back in the kitchen. Get back at the drafting table and make some comics where you belong. Trina Robbins, I guess, here. The Ugliest Woman in the World, Julia Pastrana. This is kind of like jam. This must be different creators. Women. Trina Robbins and Terry Richards. You know what? I don't recognize any of those names. I choose not to recognize or respect them. That's what I mean. Because they're women, they're second-class citizens. Is it okay with you guys if I just pretend to be a satirically, whatever? I don't know. Whatever. Shut up anymore. The Yellow Dog comic book number 23. Beelzebub's Bonk. Just more weird underground stuff. I don't know what it is. I thought, yeah, okay, this is kind of open to flip through a little bit. I told you. Quit kicking my dog around. Adults. I love to see that. On an underground anyway. I'm not like... Who am I kidding? I was going to say I don't like just adults only stuff for its own sake. But no, when there's a... something to it, of course, right? You never know what you're gonna get with these. Would this be edited by Trina as well? Folger Avenue. Fuck, my brain is like freaking. Okay, he threw this in for like what was it? Just like a few dollars, cause he has a better copy. It's a pornography store. I was purchasing pornography. I don't have the best Homer Simpson. Story of O by Guido Crepax. Sorry guys, I'm gonna keep being annoying. I'm so the algorithm is like really fucking just makes me want to like be self-destructively annoying to feel that you're in control of your fate by just crashing and burning. Okay, I can't show this though, of course. It's a pornography store. Okay, banned in Germany covers Time Bomb with the favorite symbol for people to carve into desks and public washrooms at the library and stuff. I'm just joking around. Time Bomb, Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray with Paul Galassi. Great art, Paul Galassi. I haven't read this yet. He just threw this in. It's weird. I've been reading a lot of Palmiotti and Gray lately, and it's not like I'm like all over their jock, but I noticed that I get a lot of stuff by them. So they do some good pulpy stuff. Thanks, Comic Crack. Sorry that my mood is a little bit, my brain is fried. I should do a better presentation, but the legend, man. If you're not following him, go follow him. I'm sure that most of you already know, though. Always great info on like independent and underground stuff on that channel, man. Madness. Absolute madness. Let's continue. I traded in a bunch of stuff at Red River Books, and he gave me like $140 in trade or $175 or something. So I was just like mostly like kind of run filler and stuff. This run by David Tishman and Eeyore Corday on cable is pretty nice. It's kind of like what you want. He's like a military strategist and is kind of like action adventure, sci-fi, dystopian kind of like canon film movie action stuff. You know, breaking into government buildings and fighting paramilitary security guards and planting bombs and stuff in government buildings, and like we should be doing at the YouTube offices. Just kidding. 103 and 97. I had a run of like 5 of them before, and I'm just kind of getting everything around that I can. 104. I should show some of these, but My bad. This is good though. If you can find these in dollar bins, get them, man. These are probably the most fun Cable comics I've read. 106, 107. An eerie #1 with Lapham, Belle Dubé, Christopher Taylor, Rafa Garza, and Bruce Jones and Richard Corbin. Why the hell do I not have this open to show? Just a sec. Messing up, man. I'm losing it, man. Yeah, the Lapham one is alright. These are all... Oh my crap in hell. Shit. Oh my goddamn stick, man. I can't fucking do this shit anymore. Just kidding. Yeah, the Lapham one's pretty nice. But the, there's one like... Yeah, this Dubé one's pretty good. These are all pretty decent in here, so this is going to be a keeper. This one is probably the best one, even though I'm not familiar with these guys. Christopher Taylor and Rafa Garza. Nice layouts and shit. Pretty wicked. Kind of underground. I like when, yeah, I guess it was the same back then with the Warren magazines, where it's kind of like undergroundish kind of guys doing genre stuff. Like, kind of like between mainstream and underground. This is a great, sweet spot. Bruce Jones and Richard Corbin with the colored stuff here. Weird story as it would be, of course. With it, someone kind of like... there's always kind of like a tone of like horror, but also like almost like a tenderness. Twisted kind of tenderness. With some Bernie Wrightson on the rear cover too. Not bad. Not like not S tier, but good enough to keep for me. Ghost in the Shell 2 #1 Man Machine Interface. This is a second copy, but still a good deal. These always seem to be pretty good to get. You know, kind of like getting it for free-ish. Let's see, it's kind of like painted or computer painted interior too. Well, a mix of the two, conventional and computer assisted. Not like some of these other motherfuckers out here today using like AI assistants and stuff. I can't believe that shit's so popular, man. People buying these blind bags of that shit. Whatever. Very hateful and spiteful today. I'm sorry. This always, I don't know, I feel like it's just kind of good to have these. I have, I try to have floppies of this whenever I can. When I was a kid, man, I wish I still had volume 1. I bought them, I'd buy like doubles and like cut them up and stuff. Now they're all worth quite a bit. But this is like volume 2. So not as much, but good stuff. Grendel Tales, #1 of 5, The Devil in Our Midst. I'm not familiar with this. I'm just grabbing all of the Grendel when I can, but a lot of the time it seems like only #1 is in stock, but yeah. Gun Honey Blood for Blood #3. This must be the Ang Hor Keng, the interior artist variant. Hate #15 was missing this one. Law Dog #1. This is like Chuck Dixon and Flint is the name. These cool kind of embossed covers. This looks kind of good. Putting together a second set of Lodger, because I love it. If I can put a second set together and pass that along, I will. #3, #4, #5. So I think I'm missing 1 and 2. Is this only 5 issues? I'm sorry. Screamer. This one's nuts. Have I mentioned? Yeah, this is kind of like if Scarface and like Escape from New York and like Mutants with ESP got together. This wild stuff, man. This is kind of gut-wrenching. It'll make you think, it'll make you like maybe even cry, man. This is fucking sick, and it's kind of a pre-Vertigo, before Vertigo, the editor, got these British Invasion kind of creators to make this for DC. That was #5 and #6. So that puts the second set together. I can like pass along a second set now. There's a double of Unknown Soldier, the Joshua Dysart and Alberto Ponticelli run. I talked about this as being like even sicker than the Garth Ennis run on Unknown Soldier. Untamed #1. This is Neil Hansen Spider. I mentioned that I found like a set of these or like this in the dollar bin, but earlier I had like went out of my way to buy it because I hadn't seen it ever before. This is, yeah, #1, #2, #3. Well, getting them on like a trade credit anyway. Never hurts to have another copy of Batman Year One trade paperback. This better be good, because I keep getting these in different versions. I've only read like the first issue or two, but I just feel like this has the complete series of Razzle by Jeff Smith, so I'll be able to read it in the black and white version. This kind of like Tankabon sized Dame to Kill for a Sin City. Yeah, it was dirty, but I cleaned the shit out of it. Man, this video is boring right now, guys. My mind is all frazzled and shit. I meant to make more good jokes and like be cooler. But oh, you know what? I flagged some nips. The nips are getting bigger. This is Clause 2 by Joseph Michael Linsner, and who wrote it? Who cares anyway? I don't know. Hopefully it's fun. Oh, you know what? This is like Gray and Palmiotti or something. Yeah. On the writing. So it should be pretty decent. I always say they're Jonah Hex rules anyway. And a lot of their other stuff, and like All-Star Western also. But I'm here for the nips, man. The nips are getting bigger. This is what you want. This is what people need. Is the algorithm anymore? Huh? Japanese people want this or something? I'm gonna be offensive. I'm gonna be a fucking jerk right now. It's not even funny. I'm not even being funny. I'm just being mean. Okay, this it's got Wolverine. Get it in, man. It's embracing that Wolverine spirit. Oh yeah, this has a sketchbook section too. I'm not insightful or anything right now. I'm just gonna show things, guys. This is like when I'm not a teacher or anything by any means, but you know when they just like roll in the VCR and TV. It's kind of like taking a mental day off here, maybe. Stick around. Wolverine, the best there is. You know I've said this is good. See if you can. You know what, man? Can I show books pretty good with the one hand here, or do I need to go to the other setup? Juan Jose Rip on the interior. Houston. Is it Charlie Houston? I think it's Charlie Houston on the writing. This is a good one. It's weird, wild stuff. Sharp writing. Crazy art. Mature readers, so hyper violent. And it's pretty intelligent too. I've talked about it before. Moving on. Whoa, the nips are getting bigger. I went upstairs, pay the temple, pledge allegiance to the temple. The upstairs at River Books is only open once a month, and it's kind of like, I used to think there were maybe like kind of no rhyme or reason up there. Why is stuff downstairs? Why is the stuff upstairs? Because it's not only Silver Age stuff up there, but I think they kind of like, maybe kind of know is like some of this stuff is like, maybe it'll stand the test of time a little more. Stuff up there is one way of looking at it, maybe. Cat Claw #1, talked about this in the previous video as kind of like exploitation Spider-Man, or if you will, from Serbia. Got a little bit popular. She gets bitten by this cat. The cat was in an experiment before it like bites her and scratches her. She's just a normal college kid. This professor, he must be modeled on Clint Eastwood, right? He must have been pausing like VHSs of Clint Eastwood to get him. Anyway, she wanders into an experiment of his. He's so disheveled. Then she starts to be like, she's sensitive to the light and shit. Some nice art. That's kind of like what like the story seems. This is only issue 1, but I was reading like synopsis. I'm like, let me look into it a little bit. I read a synopsis of issue 2, and that looked good too. I might look for that because I just saw like she like steals her the things to make her costume. So a little bit different. Yeah, the poses, I say they're like, maybe it makes me think of like Ditko or something, man. The action and the poses. I'm sure I'm wrong, but yeah, and some of the Yeah, the action, the animation kind of in there. Nice stuff though. Every page kind of has like some kind of almost like an anchor, or if you will. And I can't show any further because there's boobs and stuff frequently. The icing on the cake. Speaking of which, it's a pornography store. I was purchasing pornography. Some adults only stuff. Demi's Strange Bedfellows. The Sexy Second Issue. This looks nuts. So, yeah, you don't see this stuff every day. There's a lot of like mid adults only comics out there, but if it's kind of weird and like of a certain skill level, I might add it to the pornography wing of the castle. You know, a second copy of Ghost of Dracula, pretty cool. I wish there were more issues of this. So, I feel like I like never see this. I've never seen this anywhere, but be able to pass along a second issue. Nightjar from Avatar. This is some kind of like weird indie occult. I read issue 1 and I liked it enough to put the rest on my wish list for my comic shop. But here's issue 2, the only other issue that I've seen around yet. Created by Brian Talbot and Alan Moore. You know those names, man. You know those names. We all know the thing. But yeah, kind of eager to catch up on that. The Yo books from IDW. These are always cool. Weird Love, number 20. Kind of getting a set of this together. Let's flip through a little bit. I like these, like, I like how they print it and it's not like oversaturated too. It looks like the original paper. And it almost smells like different. When you, something about this kind of look of it, I can't help but like put my nose to the paper and smell it. Not be a little freak. I know y'all little freaks out there. But the, it almost smells like crayon or something. It smells good though. These are kind of nice. Just kind of getting a set together and then like, I'll figure out if I want to keep them or not, or just sell them as a lot or something. But anytime you see these, the Yo IDW, where they reprint weird pre-code stuff, they're worth checking out, I feel. This is cool. Noodles sketchbook, fluff, random drawings, and telephone squiggles by Michael Zulli. You know I love Michael Zulli here. Yeah, just some like doodle sketchbook. I think he said that he purposely only included like loose stuff like while he was drawing on the phone to just kind of showcase that like looseness. Oh hell yeah, some of that TMNT stuff. Hell yeah. Gotta show more. Who is this? This looks like, is that a Gabriella Rossetti tribute? Or Barry Windsor Smith or something? In that bottom right of that page there. Oh, this is nice. Come on, focus. We gotta stop and take a minute with this, of course. Wait a minute. That's what he looks like? I didn't even expect that's what he would look like. I think there's some... Let's look a little bit more. And I could set up the Steadicam to showcase books better, but fuck it. Do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks. Puma character sketch. I wanted to find those Pumas to show you, man. The Puma man. The Puma man. Can I find them? I'm letting everybody down right now, man. Can't do anything. But that was $8 minus 20%, $6.40 or something like that. Getting these together, John Bolton and Laverne Kinzierski. Being self-destructive, we're gonna show more nips. Oh, the nips are getting bigger. It's gonna annoy everybody. Yeah, nice painted art, John Bolton. I have yet to read these, but the art just looks so sick. The color palette is so nice too. Those nips. The color on those nips. The combination of color. It's good as hell, man. That looks really nice too. I could set up the cam, but I don't care. I mean, it would make a difference, but I'm sorry. I just, for this one, I don't have a lot of time. I'm a little bit pressed right now. Gives you something special. Ah, that looks so good to look forward to if you find it yourself, or scans and stuff. Let's continue. Okay, so the like free comic book days style, Halloween style stuff, Trick or Read, American Caper. This is Dan Houser and Laszlo, who were, do they even advertise this? These are like the guys who were like the head writers of the GTA franchise since like GTA 3. They'd like write all the dialogue and radio, and they'd be like responsible for all the fake ads and like radio dialogue and shit, and even getting like comedians involved in the GTA franchise and shit. Wrote Red Dead 2 and everything, man. Like, these guys are kind of it. And they're with David Lapham too. So I haven't read this yet, but now that I know about it, I better just like subscribe to this, and then even I imagine that I'll like it, but maybe if I don't initially like it, I'll still keep it around and give it another chance, because they've been through some shit, and it's David Lapham on the art too. It's a shame that they're not with Rockstar anymore for GTA 6. That's worrisome. And the fact that Rockstar is saying like they want to get more like politically correct and stuff. Not that I'm like anti-PC, because that's like just a dichotomy as well, right, to be trapped in. But just like, why limit the... You're already like conforming in a way. Like, it's not punk rock and conformist anymore when you're saying like, oh, we're gonna like follow this trend of like you know, conduct or whatever. This also comes in Simon Bisley covers, so that would be the thing to do. I'll subscribe to those Bisley covers of American Caper. I haven't read any of these, but I'll show them anyway. Archie's Madhouse. Always get the Archie. Nocturnals, Daniel Brereton. Yup. X-Men 97. Okay, next place. Sorry if this video is somehow both boring and hateful, guys. That's how I feel right now. There's some cool stuff coming up later, though, I promise. Age of Apocalypse, from the pages of like the universe of Uncanny X-Force, the Remender run by Lapham and some other dudes I never heard of, but been looking for these for a while. This is all from Mighty Comics. Some back issues. $1 for this as well. Number 7. Oh shit, I forgot that I got this. Avengers 196, a key, first appearance of Taskmaster. I just kind of like, yeah, now I'm getting keys once in a while, man. I'm changing. I'm still Jenny from the block, I promise. But this, I like Taskmaster, and prices are going down on things, so I was able to get this for $70, which is it's near mint, so not too bad. And the thing to talk about, you know what? May as well show it, because how many people are showing the interior, right? Oh crap! You know what? I see that one crease there. Maybe I'd call it VF instead. Oh, there's a little tiny crease there. I forgot. I knew all that when I bought this. It's still a good deal. Shut up. David Michelini and George Perez. This is actually a fun read too. Taskmaster basically has like his, yeah, the art's nice too, and he has his character developed. It's a good issue, good first appearance. That's kind of like what I would care about, not just the trophy of it, but I don't know. I gotta just be different, right? Yeah. But the he's a fucking cool asshole and smart ass in this, and he almost like kicks all the asses of the Avengers all together. So he's one of the scariest combatants in the whole Marvel universe. Good stuff. And it kind of shows. So yeah, there's nice pages, nice panels and stuff. And you know, it's like this or $70 bin books. Sometimes I'll do this nowadays. I'm still 420 from the block, man, I promise. Just a fucking hateful asshole. Daredevil 167. It's more of the Frank Miller stuff. Getting all that when I can. Oh yeah, this set of magic. I got this for a steal, man, because this online there's like $40 and $50 a lot of the time. So I'm kind of grabbing these as I mentioned before whenever I see them. Let's show a little bit of the interior. Why not? Oh yeah, did I have before? Yeah, this is nutty. Sal Buscema on this one. Yeah, man, very disturbing. Basically, you know, there's vibes as if the abuse towards magic from that like demon sorcerer is like not just normal mental and physical, but extends to being real bad. Not that it's not like a, how do you say it? It's not like enticing or whatever. It's just crazy that that's something in these like a subtext. And it's kind of interesting, her character, that she could be a character that has survived that kind of trauma, and that kind of shapes her attitude later, maybe. Yeah, it's cool, man. Popular character nowadays, and I can kind of see why she's interesting and layered. But in this, she's like a child, and then this is the one where she makes her soul sword and like grows several years all at once and shit. Weird. This isn't a great read. Let's turn it around and be positive. This is awesome, man. This is fucking sweet. Pop Kill. When I first heard about this, I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. They're trying to be real funny and clever. They're gonna be like satirical and stuff. But it is fucking cracking to read, man. Like every page, every fucking like dialogue bubble and everything is fun. And this is it's Johnson and Palmiotti. This is second print. This is like a little bit older. This is from earlier in the year, so it kind of like satirizes like spy stuff, and it's really done well. All the characters are freaking sweet. Spy, like Zaibatsu, kind of cyberpunk, mega corporation, corporate espionage and intrigue, and like what we call it, like megalomania kind of leaders and shit, and consumerism, and well, you know, it sounds silly, or like it could just be like, okay, yeah, they're all being real clever. This is nice too. This one section here, there, it's creative that each page here is like one hit that this guy, like, you kind of get the dossier at the top of the page, and then the going to assassinate each of these characters here. It's pretty well done. Yeah, and it was like making me laugh and entertained, and like also intrigued, and like in suspense, like wanting to know what's gonna happen next the whole time. So there are trade paperbacks of this, but I kind of wanted to get the floppies. They seem cool. They're hard to, some of them are a little hard to get because they had cool covers. Yeah, and it's one of those things where I thought it would be stupid. Like I remember when people asked me to read like Snow Crash and shit, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and he delivers pizzas and rides a skateboard and has a katana, and his name is Hero Protagonist. It's the kind of like a self-congratulatory, tongue-in-cheek satire that makes me angry. I don't like that stuff. So I thought it might be something similar in this. I'm not trying to shit on that other thing, but just as an example of something that didn't work for me compared to something that does here. This, yeah, looking for these. It's a recommend. I've only read the first issue, but it seems so good that it seems like a high recommend, at least this first issue. Okay, some Ren and Stimpy Show specials. He had like a whole stack of Ren and Stimpy there. I probably should have tried to get them. But Ren and Stimpy Show special number 2, Summer Jobs. Ren and Stimpy Show holiday special. It's Christmas, ya lousy bums. Mighty Mud Skipper, hell yeah. Love Mighty Mud Skipper. Oh yeah, another kind of like expensive one. 26 Bones. I think this is worth like a much more newsstand, you know, for anybody that's all into that stuff. Uncanny X-Men 140. Fist to fist with the savage fury of the Wendigo, my people. I'm just gonna piss everybody off. I'm sorry. Fuck this fucking thing. Fuck this shit. Sorry, guys. This stuff's all falling over here. I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it. You wanna look through here a little bit? You know what? I should say rather. There's I forgot to mention before about X-Men. There's a channel that covers X-Men really, really well. I'm not trying to pass the buck here, but I'm gonna say like this channel fucking, they'll do like half an hour, 45 minute of like covering one issue, and like the insight and the narration is so good. It's just so good to listen to for me anyway. Um, it's sometimes like just as fun as reading the issue yourself. Its comic is bizarre. Maybe I'll put a link in the channel. He doesn't need me to link him, but if anybody likes that kind of thing, yeah, like great, like somebody reading you a comic and stopping once in a while to with like really good insight and knowing like a lot about even the background of like the artists and like Claremont and like all these different subplots and stuff and ideas that he had to tie stuff together and like ideas that he had that for like way in the future that didn't get like a um played out or continued or whatever because he didn't have enough time or like just so many like one thing like that Rachel Summers Phoenix was like one idea was that she wasn't Scott Summers's and Jean Grey's daughter from an alternate universe, but like Wolverine's and Jean Grey's, and it's just awesome. Like weird, all kinds of crazy shit like that. It's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, you're you're better off watching a video on that rather than me opening this and pretending that I'm smart right now. I'm not smart right now. First X-Men number 2, Neil Adams and Christos Gage. These were fun to read, man. As if you remember when? Okay, what year is this? 2012. You remember that like how Days of Future Past, the movie that was like pretty decent, but this is almost something similar, but like an alternate kind of thing from that era. But it's like Wolverine and Sabretooth starting the X-Men, and the nice thing about Neil Adams is he always kind of has like an attitude and swag of like the people almost like Dead Man where they just immediately take no shit and like will test people in the situation, like just immediately be down to fight and throw down and start shit all the time. So it's kind of a fun thing about that in this, like, here they have a fight, these like kind of new X-Men that they're finding, and they're try to enlist Magneto. They don't know him, but they find him, right, and they have to fight him. So yeah, this is fun. This is fun to me. One of the more fun X-Men things that I've read, but I've only read the first 2 issues so far because I'm looking for the others. Don't tell me if this was like poorly received or under the radar or what, but I enjoyed these first 2 issues anyway. And I found issue number 3. I think he sold me these for like $1 or something. I don't know what happened. Maybe people didn't like this. And number 5, missing number 4, from the half off trade paperback Serial part 2. Getting to the end of Rachel Rising, so I know I'm gonna be checking this out after that. Okay, this is that free Halloween stuff: Nocturnals, Spider-Man, and X-Men 97. Okay, next place. Okay, 204 comics, starting with the bargain bins. 50-cent bins, Alien Legion number 5. Just getting like a bunch of these. There's gonna be a movie coming. Maybe these will be worth a bunch. It's the Deadpool, first Deadpool guy, right? So he's creative though, even with like a shoestring budget, so he might be able to do something cool. Marvel's Greatest number 42 with the Silver Surfer. Nice. Kirby. Marvel Tales number 126. Steel Craw number 4. Now I have the first 4 of this. Uber issue 1. Everybody's been recommending me this, so I should check it out. Yeah, their dollar bins are getting like slowly replenished, kind of. They got this stuff that's like even like under 20-cent cover price stuff in the buck bins, and it's not in like bad shape. This is probably G to VG, I guess. It's not like poor or fair or anything, so I'll check it out. This must be the first appearance of the Crimson Heavy Flow Supergirl number 397. I'm just being a fucking asshole. Blackhawk with the Screaming Fag Hag. This is Blackhawk number 234, the third appearance of dipshit fuckface, cocksucker and bitch ass. Sorry guys, just letting some steam out here. I promise I'll do better next video, guys, okay? Stick around. Okay, this is from the dollar bins too. This, if this isn't Brian Azzarello's signature, then it's somebody faking it pretty well. Azzarello and Corbin. Too bad it's not Corbin's signature, right? Number 2, and these are all like, if it's not signed, then it's like a nice fake marker sign from the dollar bins. Number 3. You see, let's get all CSI with it. So this is kind of, this is more like a curve here when he changes the direction of the pen, and this is more like a squared angle there. Maybe that's weird. And then, but you can see that like the pressure is like not, he's not being slow, so it is like kind of how somebody would do a signature. Who could tell? Get the CGC certificate. Number 4. That's number is 2 to 5. In the dollar bin, Dazzler 1. This has got to be worth so much money pretty soon, right? I'll send this to CGC too. Fuck all this shit. Stick around, please. Detective Comics number 500. This got Aparo, Mike W. Barr. I'm just in a bad mood, man. I'm sorry, guys. Branner, Dick Giordano, Carmine Infantino, Joe Kubert, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, Walter Simonson, Len Wein. Oh yeah, that reminds me that Len Wein, Batman Nevermore, which is kind of like Batman in the Edgar Allan Poe universe. That one fucking ruled, man. Oh yeah, was that with Guy Davis? I want to say that ruled. Anyways, if you see that around, that's I recommend too. Fightin' Army. I'll always get Charlton when I can see it. Fightin' Army number 157. Grendel, Devil's Reign number 6 of 7. Still trying to get any random Grendels I find. Always getting these Bruce Jones Hulk too. I wouldn't mind like trying to get a run if I can get them for like $1 each or less. This is Hulk number 45 and 47. I like reading these, but I don't know if I want to like keep them forever, but they're fun to read at least once. Maybe I'll read them, like try to read them again. Yeah, the Dynamite, James Bond, a lot of them are pretty fun to read, man. This is Percy and Lobosco, James Bond 007 Black Box number 1. I'm not familiar with that creative team. Declan Shalvey, apparently this was his first thing that he wrote for Dynamite, James Bond 007M special one shot. This is pretty good. I've been looking for these, man. The Warren Ellis James Bond 007. This is number 1. Let's stop and show this a little bit. Why not? Does everybody already have this or anything though? Did other people find this in dollar bins? It starts with like a long action sequence without any dialogue, which is pretty good that he... Like when he would do that in Planetary as well, it would be very good. They do well, and it's weird how even not having sound effects, it feels like you can like hear the sounds better without the sound effects. It's pretty good shit, man. So I only ever, before I'd only ever found issue 1 anywhere, and I wanted to read the rest, but I only had issue 7 to 12. Sorry, I know that's a boring story, but I found the rest here. This is an alternate Dan Panosian cover for issue number 1, and number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, and Free Comic Book Day reprint of number 1. Yeah, it seems like all the Dynamite James Bond, I don't regret reading them like ever, so grabbing them from dollar bins, I'm always kind of like happy. There was a time that there was like a short box of them even, and I kind of regretted not getting them. Our Fighting Forces number 139 and Joe Kubert. Sabretooth number 2, number 3. Some of that text. Tom Strong number 1, an alternate cover. And from the $2 magazine bin, Heavy Metal, March 2010 with Requiem number 8. Oops. Better not show that. Or else my things. You know what? I better show some cooler shit of this later. I'm sorry I'm being so fucking annoying, guys. I told you I would. I love this series. I can't resist getting a second copy. I'm missing like a couple here and there. Okay, getting to a little bit more valuable stuff, non-book bin stuff. From Charlton, Professor Coffin number 20. When this is the same dude who's Midnight Tales, the Midnight Philosopher. Wayne Howard, I've heard he was like was Wallywood like a mentor to him, or was he just influenced by Wallywood? I thought he might have like worked under Wallywood or something. I'm fucking useless. I got no good information right now. Event Horizon number 2. I was like on the jock of issue 1. This issue is pretty good, but it kind of seemed like wait a minute, let's show. You know what? I'll show it later. But this is pretty good. I'm still on board. I'm not like as gung-ho as like issue 1. Pop Kill number 1, the first print. And number 4, first print, J. Scott Campbell. I think this is going up in value, right? Daredevil 176, maybe an upgrade to the one I have. First appearance of Stick. First appearance of Big Daddy Lick, Poop Dick. Sorry guys, we're almost at the end. Okay, new releases. And these are actually, there's some good stuff in here actually. I'll treat you, I'll reward you for surviving all this brutality. But let's show some of this Event Horizon number 2. It's good, pretty good atmosphere. But it felt like, I don't know why I wasn't as freaked out in this one. It felt like the plot points were just kind of like moving along the path and not necessarily predictable, but not as unpredictable as the first issue. But it still had its good moments. I hope it's, who knows? Like I said, maybe, I don't think there's any kind of tie-in to this movie is like 30 years old, and it's kind of got a cult following, but the director, he just made like the Resident Evil movies and shit after, so it's not that well respected or anything. So I thought, yeah, maybe they're just doing it out of labor of love, and for that reason it actually is just like pure creativity, like not any impure kind of motivation or anything, like, oh, try to be cool, try to fit in, or be on the coattails or trend, or yeah, it's pretty good though so far. We'll see what happens. I wanted this A cover, so I did go back and get an A cover from another shop. G.I. Joe number 13. Oh, everybody loves this artist. This cover is pretty good though. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. Rook Exodus number 8. Let's talk about something more positively. And there's the cover B. A couple things I wanted to go over. Yeah, man. Even the fucking direction of the use of like close-ups or medium shots or silent panels and stuff. It hits so good. It's just so well done. And I wanted to mention too the coloring before, how it creates like the depth of the atmosphere. Say that it's like there's like frost in the air, so you get your like things fading into the distance. The more they take on the color of the atmosphere, right, of the sky. Fucking shit. Sorry about that. Cool shit, man. It's so good at like creating all these different kind of moods and timing and rhythm. And the goddamn nature illustration. Sorry for swearing so goddamn much too. I'm not trying to. You know what? One sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about every goddamn thing. The color, man. I love the color. You usually don't get something so like loud, I want to say, or weird kind of like sickening kind of colors here, but it's utilized really well in a situation like this. It's just fucking sick. it's not going to change your life. It's not going to make you change your religion or burn your bra or anything, but it's just like top of the line kind of action sci-fi. Okay, TMAT Journeys #2. Yeah, this is great stuff. Comic Crack has been covering this, and he's doing a lot better job than me because he like knows the plot. I'm always like a month behind, so there's like a couple months of lag. My shop keeps getting them late, or like weird like that, or like they arrive late and then go on the shelves late, or I don't know what's up. But so I'm a little bit. The story of it is like, without rereading issue 1, I'm like, there's like 3 months or something of me between reading #1 and #2 here, so it's good though. And I was said before that Peter Laird is kind of like the more like innocent of the two, I'd say, and like not as like gritty and hardcore, but this is some of that like intergalactic and fun on like brotherhood hanging out stuff that he's also really good at. It's fun stuff, man. I forgot about those aspects of Peter Laird that I liked too. Very enjoyable. Still sticking with it. Sorry, I'm not smart enough to say better things, but it's been said by others. I have a real bad attitude today, and you guys don't deserve that kind of treatment. So I'm sorry. One more thing. Okay, good news, everyone. This Vampire Night Requiem Volume 1 omnibus is out, and I might have been fucking freaking you guys out before saying like, oh, it's like sold out in the US Amazon already, and there was like 10 copies left, and then later in the day like 3 on Canada Amazon. But now I guess they're like fully restocked and like not run out of these. But I don't know for how long. I'm not trying to create any kind of hysteria, but this is a band in Germany, of course, but one I've been looking for. What do we say here again? What did we do on Earth to deserve this? I've forgotten, but I hope it involved sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's kind of the name of the game here in this book. This is it's not based in Christian Peel at all. Your protagonist is an ex-Nazi Teutonic knight, but he's in love with a Juden. Okay, Jude. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being a fucking asshole. Claudia, you're gonna love this bitch too. It's pure sexy evil. How much is this shit again? I don't know. It was hard to get though, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get a discount at all on it. As I said before, the original volumes are like $300 to $600 each. I don't know how long this will be in print. It's from Panini. I'm trying to act like I'm giving you an inside scoop here. I don't know if I am, but I would say don't miss this one. If you're into this kind of thing, this is like some of the best kind of, when I think of like the best heavy metal stuff, this to me is kind of it. With like, unlimited budget, like unlimited imagination. Also, my favorite Pat Mills thing is this Requiem. Here's Crowley, right? The Banker of Hell. The premise is that the more evil you are in life, the more power you have when you're reborn in hell. And there's different factions. There's even people that are sent to hell just to be victims eternally. But the vampires were kind of what's the deal again? It kind of depends on the way that you made people suffer. There's like werewolves, vampires, zombies. There's Dracula. There's Caligula. The werewolf is Torquemada, the Spanish Inquisition, the leader of the werewolves. And like all of time like culminates, so there's people from the future evil here too, vying for powers and kingdoms and stuff. And it's just the kind of like amount of like genius and stupid that I love. Something that would be in a Motorhead set there. Okay, I'm sorry about my bad attitude, guys. I'm feeling a lot of pressure from all kinds of different things right now. And
I ask for your forgiveness. Click like. Please feed my children. They need wine. But I'm not that angry and shit, but just a little under the wire. And there's gonna be a Comic-Con this weekend. I wanted to get this video up before that, and that should be fun. Gonna set up for that. My first Comic-Con to actually like set up at, and there's gonna be some mainly stuff that I want to get there. So I'm looking forward to that. That will be not too long after I post this video, but maybe like another week, but until I post the after or the results of that. I'm too dumb to talk in an entertaining way right now. I'm sorry guys, but I hope you like the visuals at least. It might have some kind of entertainment value from this. Alright guys, lots of love, peace out there, and hope you find wicked shit out there. Talk to you in the next one. See you soon.